Good morning, distinguished delegates, researchers, and colleagues. I am Nur Hafiza Rahman from University Pertahanan Nasional Malaysia. It is my pleasure to share with you today the findings of my systematic review titled Digital Communication Competence and Emotional Resilience, a systematic review of social media literacy interventions for pre-adolescents. The use of social media among pre-adolescents has expanded at an unprecedented rate. Children as young as 10 are now actively engaged online, shaping their identities, communication style, and their psychological development. While these platforms provide meaningful opportunities for creativity and learning, they also expose young users to significant challenges such as cyberbullying, misinformation, and emotional stress. This study responds to a pressing question: how can digital communication competence and emotional resilience act as protective mechanism to ensure safer, more meaningful online engagement? Unfortunately, most existing research comes from Western contexts, leaving a gap in understanding how this construct operate in Southeast Asia, especially in Malaysia. This review seeks to fill that gap by integrating global insight into a more culturally grounded framework. Next, we will look to conceptualizing digital communication competence. Digital communication competence, or DCC, is not merely about knowing how to use technology. It is about understanding how to communicate effectively, ethically, and empathetically in digital spaces. The concept originates from Himes' communicative competence theory, which focuses on using language appropriately across contexts. When extended to the digital realm, it includes not only technical literacy but also social, cognitive, and ethical awareness. Frameworks such as DICOM 2.2 define DCC as a combination of knowledge, skills, and attitude that enable responsible participation online. Research consistently shows that higher digital competence improve emotional regulation and critical thinking when facing misinformation or online manipulation. However, many studies still overemphasize technical skills and overlook the interpersonal and effective aspects that are crucial for digital well-being. Emotional resilience is the capacity to adapt to challenges, maintain balance, and recover from digital stresses. Theoretically, it draws from Western concept of ordinary magic as well as Lazarus and Folkman coping model. In digital environments, resilience involves the ability to regulate emotions, seek support, and reframe negative experience. The broaden and bold theory suggests that positive interaction online can expand emotional resources and build long-term psychological strength. Empirical evidence show that emotionally resilient adolescents are less likely to experience distress and more capable of transforming online adversity into opportunity for growth. However, most current studies remain Western-centric and cross-sectional. There is a need for culturally nuanced research that reflect the social realities of Asian youth. Social media literacy interventions are where theory meet practice. These interventions are often guided by Bandura's social cognitive theory, emphasizing how individuals learn by observing, reflecting, and modeling behavior. Game-based learning, digital art programs, and influencer-led campaigns have been shown to reduce online aggression and enhance empathy. Yet, many of the initiatives demonstrate short-term success without long-term behavioral validation. To be effective, interventions must blend cognitive training with emotional learning, ensuring adolescents do not just consume media but engage critically, responsibly, and empathetically. This study followed the PRISMA 2020 protocol for systematic review. Search were conducted in Scopus and Web of Science using carefully refined keywords related to social media, communication, and psychological well-being among pre-adolescents. After applying filter for publication years 2023 to 2025 and English language articles, a total of 882 records were identified for initial screening. Next is a screening step. In this step, potential studies were screened for relevance to the research question. Duplicate records were removed before analyzed. From 882 retrieved items, 772 were excluded, leaving 110 studies for further evaluation. Inclusion criteria were scholarly, peer review, literature in English. Excluded items include non-academic resources and outdated work. After eliminating 16 duplicates, selected studies proceed to the eligibility stage for detailed review and synthesis. A total of 94 articles were shortlisted for detailed evaluation. Titles, abstract, and full text were reviewed against inclusion criteria. 63 articles were excluded for lacking alignment, methodological depth, or full text access. Excluded studies were outside the research scope or lack empirical evidence. The final 31 studies meeting all eligibility standards were retained for comprehensive analysis and thematic synthesis in the final review stage. For data abstraction and analysis, an integrative analytical approach was used to examine both qualitative and quantitative evidence. Data abstraction focused on study aims, participants, methodologies, and outcomes. Through collaborative coding, three major clusters emerge. The first one is digital communication competence and literacy development. Second is emotional and psychological resilience among adolescents. And third is social media intervention and behavioral outcome. The analysis was validated by three experts, which is two in media and communication and one in adolescent psychology, to ensure conceptual clarity and coherence. For result and finding, the first team highlight DCC as a protective factor for pre-adolescents. Structured interventions like e-workshop, gamified programs, and art-based activities enhance critical thinking, empathy, and safe online interaction. Findings reveal a shift from access-oriented education to competence-based empowerment. However, the studies also note gaps in educator and parental readiness, emphasize the importance of multi-stakeholder collaboration. In essence, digital literacy must move beyond mere skill building toward cultivating discernment, emotional intelligence, and ethical communication. The second theme explores emotional resilience as a mediator of mental well-being. Adolescents with higher resilience use reflection, empathy, and peer support to transform digital stress into growth. This theme reframes resilience as a communicative and relational process rather than a static trait. It developed truth-guided self-expression, supportive relationships, and open dialogue within families and schools. Such resilience helps youth navigate online challenges with emotional balance and adaptive coping. The third theme focuses on how social media can be repurposed as a tool for positive behavioral transformation. Interventions such as digital art campaign and peer mentoring foster creativity, empathy, and digital responsibility. Influencer-led programs, when ethically managed, promote positive identity and body image. While many interventions are short-term, they demonstrate the potential of social media to be an empowering space for learning, emotional regulation, and civic participation. As a conclusion, bringing this finding together, we see that digital communication competence and emotional resilience are deeply interconnected. They form a dual foundation for digital well-being. That's all from me. Thank you.